I don't know if it was a recruiter or the company themselves came knocking, but Blockbuster came knocking, I believe, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, they did.
Pretty lucrative opportunity.
Absolutely. So I'd spent my whole career at IBM at that point, almost, 14 years, I guess, going on 15 years at the company. And I wanted to be CEO. And here I was, Ruben. My boss reported to Lou Gerster. So I was only one step, if you will, away. There wasn't anyone higher than me in the organization that looked like me.
Yeah.
And so I was doing well, except there were all these signs that I didn't really believe that I was going to truly have the opportunity to compete for the CEO role. So I said,
interesting.
Yeah. So I thought, you know what? I want to be CEO first. Yes, if you cut me, I bled IBM blue because I spent my whole career there. I had my network, my relationships, and my reputation, everything. But I wanted to be CEO more than that. And so when Blockbuster came knocking, I was willing to listen. And I got the opportunity to be president of Blockbuster.com.
Were the signs that you were not going to have a shot at the CEO role at IBM more implicit or explicit? Was it something you were kind of picking up intuitively?
Sure. It's a little bit of both. So one, I just never felt they were paying me what I was worth.
Yeah.
And I'm not a mercenary. I'm not going to go highest bidder but I was the main breadwinner in my family. And I'm like, listen, I work hard. I'm making this impact. I should be paid fairly. So that was one. I'm thinking if they really care about me and they really think that I have potential, why would they not pay me? Right? So that's one.
Yeah.
And then the other was, there were just these little signs. Like, for instance, the CEO came to Japan and had some one-on-one meetings with a number of my peers, but not me.
Oh, interesting.
So I'm like, okay, right. So that's what I mean in terms of signs that say, all right, maybe I'm not really there.
So let's go to Silicon Valley together. Because in the 80s, IBM was one of the few major tech companies, but by the late 90s, the landscape had changed radically. There was a lot of money, a lot of opportunity. What did Silicon Valley, how did you get there? Like, what tell us, because I think you made the CEO role in Silicon Valley, right?
I did. But the job that actually brought me to Silicon Valley was a company called Northpoint, which was one of the very first DSL, for those that are old enough to remember, high-speed internet.
Oh, yeah.
Was all about DSL, right?
Yeah. I remember, yes.
Okay, so I became the Chief Marketing Officer and EVP of Sales for them.
Okay.
And therefore, in doing that was the job I took. So that company then, I was there for about a year. They were just doing a merger with Verizon. Some things fell through. We ended up selling the company to AT&T. And one of the investors, Andy Radcliffe, was also an investor in LoudCloud and had seen what I'd done at Northpoint and said, ooh, we need you at LoudCloud. So introduced me to Mark Andreessen and Ben Horowitz. And I became first the Chief Marketing Officer and then also took on the EVP of Sales role there. And then from there, got hired by Vinod Khosla at Kleiner Perkins at the time to be CEO of a very broken company called Zaplet. Yeah. And Zaplet was a turnaround. It was really a restart. But the good news is, even though it was really challenging, between good support from him as well as building a great team, we were able to turn that around and turn it into a global market leader.